Good morning to all of my viewers and listeners. I am Atish Kumar, a professional teacher of English as well as a motivational speaker. Today, I want to focus on those 5 elements which I have already mentioned in the previous videos in Hindi. And today, just I would like to describe some important features or characteristics of the first element among 5 elements, that is lust. Lust refers to the extreme desire for something. Lust also refers to extreme sexual desire, that is known as concupiscence. Today, in this contemporary civilization, almost all the people are rushing towards the materialistic achievements or the sexual pleasure, sensory delicacy, sensual delicacy. So whatever efforts they are applying for the achievements of materialistic desires or sensual pleasure or sensual delicacy, they are totally in vain. There is no denying of the fact that sex act is the demand of body. Sex act, it is a source of entertainment. Sex act is the source of life and vitality. But there are some philosophers or some spiritual persons who have explained the power of sex, the theme of sex in a very detailed way. According to them, sex acts should be performed for the purpose of procreation, that is producing offsprings, or when there is the expression of deep love. But if it is exercised for the purpose of momentary pleasure, sensual delicacy, or momentary benefits, monetary benefits, then we are just going to challenge our intellectuality, the intellectuality of human beings. We are going to malign and pollute the purity of human mind, human soul. Sex doesn't exist in human soul. Sex only exists in human mind, because it has direct connection with 5 senses. Mind has direct connection with 5 senses of human body. And whenever our mind is diverted or vulgarized, then our senses becomes uncontrolled and we lose the control of mind over our senses. And finally, the grip, the control of soul over mind has been lost or lost. So, my dear viewers and listeners, as far as my experience tells, sex should be exercised for the sake of procreation, that is, producing offsprings, or when there is the expression of deep love. Sex should not be exercised for the purpose or for the sake of momentary pleasure, sensual delicacy, or monetary benefits. Because it can cause the disintegration or degeneration of the contemporary civilization. It can cause to pollute, to malign our mind, our soul. Because today sex has become an intrigue, a matter of intrigue, a matter of moves and counter moves. A matter of love intrigue and sex intrigue. A sordid game of seduction, as well as the exploitation of the innocent. The virginity of the innocent people are going to be maligned and spoiled. And this is beyond the human culture. This is beyond our ethics. If the power of sex or potency is misused in a wrong way, definitely it may cause neurosis, many chronic diseases, complications and complexities in life, like frustration, depression, massive stress and strain, spiritual distempers, a spiritual drought and barrenness, the chaotic situation of a spiritual drought and barrenness. And in this way, we will lose the total control over our soul and mind. Our soul, mind, and body should be in the right direction so that each and every individual of the entire world should be benefited. The people of every nook and cranny of the world can be benefited if we follow the protocols of sex, if we control over the materialistic achievements or the materialistic desires. My dear viewers and listeners, we all have been experiencing a painful consciousness of sickness, fever and fret of the contemporary civilization. And the reason is only the misuse of sex. The reason is the multiplication of our desires. The reason is sexual masochism. So whatever problems or complications have been taking place in our lives, the first element is lust, that is extreme desire for the materialistic achievements, or extreme desire for sex, that is concupiscence. We need to have a control of our senses as well as our mind. And we should use the power of sex and potency for the sake of procreation, that is for the purpose of producing offspring, not for the momentary pleasure, not for the sensual delicacy, and not for the momentary monetary benefits. Due to the extreme misuse of sex, it causes to arise disintegration, degeneration, vulgarization, and commercialization of sex, and it is affecting the entire world in a very drastic way. So, my dear friends, the first element which is inherent in human nature, in human mind, need to be purified, need to be extracted from our human mind, so that we all can be benefited in a very spiritual way, in a practical way. Thanks to all of you. Please subscribe the channel.